leader, it's been thinking, well, how do you keep it going? Because I think probably all of us have seen at times, a couple of months in, there's a bit of fatigue there, right? Where all of a sudden you hadn't had that physical contact with your teammates. And, some people might be okay with that, but in a business like Elder, there's a lot of people that are really missing their mates and the people they work with. So it's then thinking about how do you keep that communication strong? So for me, we definitely do a lot more all company meetings. So that could be as small as we have a little 5-minute kickoff first thing on a Monday morning, that we didn't used to have, but we do it now because it's a great chance for people just to align quickly. I might deliver a couple of messages, some of my thinkings from the last week or so, all the way to changing the all hands. So we have an all hands every Thursday afternoon. So going through that, thinking about how to make that more interactive. For me, I've just spent a lot more time doing skip levels, so spending more time with different levels and different people in the business to get a feel for how things are going, and lots of other people doing that. So it requires real deliberate thought. And I think where we are now is that, particularly as a leadership team at Elder, thinking long term. So actually, what have the last 3 months taught us, and what are we actually going to do? For instance, our lease is actually coming up on our office at the moment, and then you've got to decide, what are we doing with this? It's a big cost. But,
do you need all that space anymore?
Yeah, questions like that. And I think where my head's at now, I really believe in still having I know some people now are thinking of going remote only. For me, I think the concept to me maybe being remote first, but I believe still in the value of space for people to come together. Yeah. Sometimes it could be an OKR team working on something, or it could just be some of it socializing. But those bits where I have a little sense for me that when I think about Elder and other companies, that the reason we succeeded at the start has been because we built up quite a lot of social capital, over these last 4 years of people building those relationships and doing things. And I sense that it could degrade a bit over time, so for me, it's definitely, I think, work from home and that flexible working, that is here to stay. And I'll hold my hands up. I was dead wrong. I was one of the biggest people saying, I don't know, I think we need to all be together all the time. And that's nonsense. But I still believe there's a value a couple of days a week, maybe, where people, or at least teams come together and do their thing.